everyone, welcome back. Yeah, so September was my birth month and I bought a good handful of makeup items. So I'm gonna be talking about those today. I have a whole other video planned for all the skincare that I bought amongst some like body products, so stay tuned for that. But if you wanna see all the luxury, bougie, heavy foo-foo things that I bought for my birthday this month, keep watching. All right, the first item that I picked up was Selena Gomez's Rare Beauty Always an Optimist 4-in-1 Mist. Selena. You did that. I love this. It's so good. Oh, I love it. Okay, so you know why I love it is it makes me so glowy. This is one of the most dewy, glowy, whatever setting mists that I've ever tried. It reminds me a lot of the Tatcha Dewy Setting Mist. A lot more affordable and it's more juice. So if you love the Tatcha, I would highly recommend trying this out. It is so nice, you guys. I can use it like as a makeup like setting. It doesn't really make anything last longer. It really just melts the powder onto the skin so everything just looks like really dewy and cohesive and buttery. Like, look at me. I also really like it because I can use it as skincare. I don't really reach for it like I do my specific mists that are like for skincare, but it is an option. So if you're looking for something that can be used both on top of your makeup and under it in your skincare, I would also recommend. The only things that are in here that are slightly concerning are essential oils. It smells very spa-like, very natural, definitely fragranced with those essential oils, but it hasn't bothered me yet, so I am very happy about that because usually essential oils do, but I just really like it. You know, this is a really cute brand. I've used quite a bit and I've only had it for like maybe 2 or 3 weeks. I just find myself continuously reaching for this and I'm really enjoying it. Overall, I'm just really impressed. It also has a really nice mister. It's very fine. I also didn't really have many expectations whenever it came to Rare Beauty. I really love what she's doing with the brand. I love that it has a mission behind it, that they're gonna donate a lot of money to mental health initiatives. So I love hearing about that. But I mean, if this mist is any indication of if I would like the rest of the line, I would be willing to try it. I do want to try some of the liquid blushes and maybe a lip and maybe the foundation. I'm just not really sure. I'm so finicky when it comes to foundations. So I don't know. I digress. This is very good. I really love it. I would definitely repurchase this. So good choice, Hannah. Speaking of mists, I love mists if you can't tell. All right, I picked up Miss Charlotte Tilbury's Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray, Party All Night, Stay All Day. Girl, we gotta have shorter names for you things. It's just too much. Okay, I saw this on TikTok. And on top of TikTok, I've seen it all over Instagram and YouTube. This is a setting spray. This is not what you reach for like Miss Gomez's mist, okay? This is gonna be like hairspray. It makes everything non-transferable, blah, 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 blah. So I tested this out along with another foundation that we'll talk about shortly. And it was a total disaster. But then I tried it out with my normal Nars Sheer Glow and it worked really nicely. Does it make everything 100% absolutely concrete, not transfer proof? No. We're wearing masks right now, so I feel like we are all judging, is it transfer proof or not with our masks? And that's what I did. I have a slip silk mask and I also use the disposable white and blue masks. And the disposable white and paper masks, there's just nothing that's never gonna rub off on those. Every time I take them off, it looks like a handkerchief that I just wiped my face with. But with the slip silk mask, that does not transfer nearly as badly as the paper masks. So when I was using this, I just noticed a lot less like rubbing off and like just transfer. It didn't make my makeup feel weird. I will say that it makes your skin feel very tight. You feel like you misted your face with hairspray. It just definitely gives a film all over your face. So you get used to it, but whenever it first happens, you're just kind of like, I don't know how I feel about that. But to be honest with you, that's kind of how most of these long-lasting finishing sprays work. So if you're a fan of the Urban Decay All Nighter or the Skindinavia line of setting sprays, you would probably really like this. Plus it's Bouge, it's Miss Charlotte. It is lightly scented. It's not the same scent as her Magic Cream line. It's like, I don't know, it's perfumey. It's a little floral. But like I said, I do like it. And it does say no melting, no fading, no creasing. You can prime with it and you can set. I don't prime my face with anything. I don't believe in primer. That's just my personal opinion. Unless you want to use something to like fill your pores in. Anyway, I'm going to keep using it. Obviously, I haven't used a lot of it. But once I probably get to like half or a third way, I'll know if I would repurchase it. But so far, so good. Up next, Gucci. Okay, so I have been wanting to try the Gucci bronzer for eons, and all of the bougie blogger photography girls on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube have all raved about this bronzer. This is, it's beautiful. It's my vintage dream. Look at this freaking color and this packaging. Like the money, that's what you're paying for. You are totally paying for this packaging, and it opens like this, and it does come with a matching little brush. I'm not gonna use that. I mean, it's really soft though. It smells really good. Yes, the bronzer is scented like a light, maybe a violet or I think it's violet scent, but guys, it's just a moment. It's so pretty. I'm just like never speechless, and that's really how I feel about this bronzer. I've never used a bronzer before that like blew my mind, and this blows my mind. It's just pretty, and this lasts all day. This is one of the longest lasting bronzers that I've ever used, and I know that it's long lasting because I tested it on top of a foundation we're gonna talk about that was absolutely horrendous, and on top of the makeup, this lasted, but underneath, the foundation was like crumbling. They made a beautiful component with a beautiful product inside. This is worth every penny. I got the shade number 1. I think it comes in 6 shades maybe. And it's just a moment, guys. Like whenever we move out and we buy a house, we rent now. Whenever I buy a house, I have a vision of what my vanity, if I could get a beauty room, that would be fabulous. But if I just have a vanity, I have a vision of like what it's gonna look like, and this is gonna play a part of that vision. It's just so beautiful. Like, it's Gucci. All right, up next, the Gucci Eclat de Beauty. It's the multi-use gel gloss. I know that everybody hated on this on the Trend Mood page when they announced that this was coming out, and it was recommended to me whenever I added the Gucci bronzer to my basket on Sephora. It was like, you may like this, and I was like, you know what? I might like this. It's literally a clear gel. It's just a gloss, you guys. It's a potted gloss. I have it on today on top of a lip liner. Gotta say, it feels really nice. This is really, to me, for editorial looks, or maybe you're doing a really dewy, super natural look, and maybe you're not wearing foundation, or it's just like a tinted moisturizer. Take a couple of dots on the tops of your cheekbones, over your forehead, and on top of your eye, and you're just gonna glow. You're gonna glow for the gods. You're gonna look amazing. You're gonna look dewy, youthful, fresh, sexy, everything you want to be in life. This is like that nymph, very like sexy nymph, youthful. All the words that you want to think of that girl that you want to be. She probably uses this. Is it a beautifully potted, glorified, clear lip gloss or glycerin-y kind of product? But it's Gucci, baby. I like it. I've used it a couple times. I feel like it's just one of those multi-use products that's really pretty. It's just a beautiful packaging. An alternate or something similar to this that reminds me of this is the Glossier Balm.com, but in the clear shade. That's what this is. But it's just in way prettier packaging. The Fantasy Vanity that I'm gonna have when I move out, this will be on it as well, sitting right next to the Gucci bronzer. So I regret nothing. It's just beautiful. I'm all up into it. I think Gucci is one of the most beautiful luxury makeup lines that's in existence. And with every product that comes out, I want to keep buying. I really want to try their powder and their brow products next, but this and the bronzer, the thought, it's a little pink velvet pouch. It's so cute. But like, if you want to try this brand, just try this. And if you want to, pick this up. You don't have to, but you should, because it's Gucci. Okay, last two items are an absolute fail and that was a disappointment. So let's talk about the disappointing product. The Hourglass Vanish Concealer. Everyone loves this. I've seen makeup artists, influencers, whatever, YouTube, Instagram, all talk about how much they love this. And I love Hourglass. It's one of those bougie Sephora brands that like never really disappoints. And I can't say that I hate this, but I don't love it. And I thought that I would love it. And when it comes to the luxury, you know, products, if I don't love it, what's the point? You know what I mean? Like, you're paying a lot for something uber bouge. It better blow my mind. And that's what I had expected from this. And unfortunately, it did not blow my mind. This is one of those products that I had to figure out how to make it work. And I don't like that because I'm lazy. Like, what's the point in spending a lot of money on something that's not easy to use, okay? Is it full coverage? I would say it's high medium. It's just not full coverage for me. I have set this, I have not set this. I have used different setting powders, and no matter what I do, it creases. Now, take that with a grain of salt, because my under eyes do crease no matter what I do, but at the same time, this creases more than other concealers that I really love. So even on someone that doesn't always crease, it might crease for you, I'm not sure. My friend who loves this told me to bake with it. I baked with it. Yes, it creased less, but then my under eyes looked really dry. I don't enjoy baking on my skin type. It just doesn't really look that great. It ends up looking dry and crepey. When I baked it, it looked the best that it did look, but I still don't like to bake. So what's the point? I don't know. It's just, you know, and what's sad is that the packaging is gorgeous. I really liked the shade. I love the applicator. It's this really pretty, oh, this is some old school YouTube stuff right here. Y'all put the hand in the screen and make it focus. Anyway, it's really beautiful packaging. I love it's like that soft touch matte with the iconic, whatever, hourglass colory top, whatever. It's a moment. It's a moment. I'm not going to return it because I've used it. Like, I've really tried to make this work. I've really tried to fall in love with it, and it's just not happening. So if you have a similar skin type to me, oily, acne prone, with a little bit of texture and eye creasing, I wouldn't do it. I would skip it. My all-time favorite concealer of life is still the Benefit Boing creaseless concealer. I really love that. Cakeless, whatever. I'll put a photo in it. But I would still recommend that over this. So unfortunately, she was a disappointment. Not a complete fail, just a disappointment. Okay, let's talk about the most disappointing thing I think I've ever tried. This is the Nars Soft Matte Complete Foundation. And let me tell you, when I talk like this, I'm not angry. I'm just angry. When I tell you that Nars makes my favorite foundations, some of my favorite complexion products, concealer, blush, bronzer, highlight, lip stuff even, when this came out, I wanted to beat my pants, okay? Because the soft matte concealer, amazing, covers all your acne and discoloration. It's great, it stays long. And again, I'm speechless. This is bad. This is really bad. I just can't make this work. It just does not work for me. This is shade Yukon Light 2.5. I will say that I really like the color, but again, Nars runs very warm on me. Even when I'm very fair and I'm using Mont Blanc, it just turns yellow as the day progresses. So although I do like the way Yukon looks on me at first, it does turn a little bit. I'm not wearing this today. This is so bad, I can't wear it. Not only did it give me acne, and when I tell you how angry that makes me, because the other foundations by Nars have never broken me out, and I knew it was this breaking me out because I had acne on my forehead. I don't get forehead acne anymore. I usually only break out along my jawline when it's hormonal times. So this is causing me acne, so this is an absolute fail. Not only that, but guys, it was so ugly. It was so ugly on my skin. It texture all over, like this texture that my face didn't, I don't even think I had it. I was looking at my chin and there were all these like bumps and weird, like just disgusting. It was disgusting. And then I had acne. Zit, 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 zit. Just a no. And I really hate that because I love Nars so much. I worship this brand. I think it's just a beautiful brand. Unfortunately, this just does not work for me. And upon further research, after I picked it up, quite a few influencers that I would say are in their late 20s to mid 30s all say the same thing. I do not think this is for anybody that has any texture in their skin. To me, this is gonna be for the person who has very oily skin, but it's perfect and they can wear pretty much anything, because if you just have one little bump, it just accentuates everything that you don't want to accentuate whenever you're wearing foundation. It's very full coverage. It is very full coverage with a brush and with a beauty blender. Even the beauty blender didn't really take away too much coverage. It makes it just like a slight bit lighter. But overall, it just was a huge fail, a huge disappointment. For those of you that follow me on Instagram, you know, because I was so upset about this. So I don't know, you guys. I don't know what Nars, you know what? I don't even want to say that because this will work for some people. And I have seen Naima Tang, she used this and it looked beautiful on her skin. So it's just not for me. And it was a huge fail. I might have shed a tear or two. Not really. Who cries over makeup? But anyway, I would never repurchase this. In fact, I will be returning it. And I hate returning stuff. But when it comes to foundations, I'll return a foundation. I'm going to try something else. So if you have any recommendations of a new foundation that you tried, leave it in the comments below. Okay, guys, that's it for this video and all the bougie makeup that I bought for my birthday. I really didn't go that crazy this year. I bought other stuff. And I'm probably going to go shopping tomorrow. So see you in the next one. Bye. Every time I try to fly, I fall without my wings. I feel so small.